Welcome. I'm glad you could make it. I'm Mori. Today I've got a couple of classic stories for you. All of them are about Anon running into something out of the ordinary. Malevolent or not, you wouldn't want to be there for any of these encounters. Grab a snack, sit back and enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe though. It helps me out a ton. Now let's begin. Up first, the Hunter's Perch. My 18th birthday party. October. Live out in the country in Tennessee. Dark as all kinds of fuck. Perfectly chilly weather. Around 25 people all gathered at my house. We're playing manhunt. One guy runs off into the woods. Everyone else waits an hour, then hunts him with paintball guns. Plan on multiple rounds through the night. Couple rounds go by, no big deal. My 10-year-old brother draws short straw. Almost didn't let him go hide, but he begged. What could happen? We tried to find him for around 6 hours. Eventually find him terrified in a hunter perch thing in a tree. Friend who found him said he kicked him in the face and almost knocked him off the tree at first. I ask him why. He tells me that he heard me trying to find him below the perch hours earlier. He peeks out. It isn't a fucking person. It stayed below the tree calling his name for a few hours. Ran off when it heard us coming to actually find him. What the fuck, guys? Well, that settles it. I'm never moving to Tennessee. Still, I wonder what was looking for Anon's brother that night. And I think we all know how it would have ended if he got out of the tree. Maybe he just had an active imagination. Or maybe there really is something hiding in the woods. Watching. Waiting for an opening. All right, time for the next one. Anon's brother's telescope. Little brother is really into astronomy. He's about 7 years old. Likes to look at the stars and watch things. About 3 weeks ago, he spent literally the entire night looking at one part of space from his room. Never moved once. Didn't even eat. When he gets up about noon the next day, I asked him what he was looking at. I was looking at the screaming stars. What are you talking about, you little brat? There's a place I found where, if you look at it, you can hear screaming. No way. I'll prove it to you. Wait until about 11 at night. Telescope hasn't moved since the other night. Look into it. Hear very faint screams. Eventually gets louder. Have to look away. I noped out and told our mom that she should take away his telescope. I'm never going to look at the stars again. What a story. Not quite as believable as the last one, but still. Makes you wonder where the screams were coming from. I guess if there are aliens, then there must be alien ghosts too. Moving on to number 3. Anon's hunting buddy comes back. Be me. 2 weeks ago. Out at the deer lease with my friend. He says, "Hey Anon, I'm gonna head on out." I'm bummed because it's only 5 p.m. and we were supposed to spend the rest of the night out there. 10-4 dude, catch you later. He leaves the blind and heads off through the woods towards the truck. About 40 minutes later, I hear a tapping on the door. Look out the slide on the door. It's my buddy. He doesn't say shit, so I just let him in. Thought you were heading out, man. Knew you weren't gonna quit on me. Notice he doesn't have his rifle. Where's your gun, dude? Oh, left it at the truck, oh well. Shit, you may as well have gone home, haha. He just smiles and sat there, didn't say a word except for the occasional grunt of acknowledgement and hum of interest. It weirds me out because he's normally a pretty social guy, always talking about UFC shit or Mass Effect. I ask, you okay, bro? All he says is, don't feel good, that's all. About 5:30 a.m. he says, hey Anon, I'm gonna head on out. Before I can even reply, he's gotten up and exited the blind, and I can hear him tromping through the woods. At the time I thought, well, thanks for scaring off the dear fuckwit, but now that I think about it, he wasn't walking towards the trucks, he was walking kind of off the way. About 7 a.m. I decide, fuck it, I give up. Pack my shit and head to my truck. His truck is gone, so I think nothing of it. The reason I'm bringing this up is I talked to him earlier today and was asking if he felt better, and he looked at me confused and said, what do you mean, Anon? You know, after you came back to the blind you said you weren't feeling good, figured that's why you weren't running your mouth about quatrain pussy. He looked at me like I grew a second head and said, Anon, dude, I didn't come back to the blind, I drove home, got home at 8 and went the fuck to bed. So yeah. I love stories like that one. I guess that's easy to say from the comfort of my room. At least whatever it was didn't seem like it wanted to hurt Anon. Maybe it was just lonely. Well, that's all I had for tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Memento Mori, my friends. Sleep tight.